Job hunting. It's a battlefield, and you're in the trenches. You pour your heart into applications only to be met with silence. Sound familiar? Well, today we're tackling this head on. No fluff, no sugarcoating, just real strategies to get you from ghosted to getting interviews. Picture this. You're sitting at your computer, bleary-eyed, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, hitting submit on your 500th job application. You've got more tabs open than a therapist's notebook, and you're pretty sure you just applied to be a senior underwater basket weaving specialist by accident. Sound familiar? Yeah, we've all been there. But here's the thing. This spray and pray method is about as effective as using a squirt gun to put out a forest fire. So let's talk about how to work smarter, not harder. But before we begin, I want to make a statement here. If you don't view your career path as an investment in yourself, you won't achieve the return on investment that you desire. Remember that. This takes work. First thing we're going to do is rethink our approach. Quality over quantity. Targeted applications only. This is like sniper mode activated. Instead of shotgunning your resume across the internet, let's get surgical with our approach. Make a list of 20 to 30 companies that you'd actually want to work for. Yeah, I'm serious. Do your homework. What's their culture like? Do they offer free snacks? Priorities, people. Follow these companies on social media. And no, liking their Instagram post doesn't count as networking yet. Set up Google alerts for these companies. Be the first to know when they're in the news or posting new positions. It's like stalking, but for your career. Research the heck out of them. Know their products. Know their competitors. Know their latest PR disasters. When you apply, you'll sound like you've been a fan since before they were even cool. Tailoring your materials. One size fits none. Remember that one size fits all t-shirt you bought? The one that made you look like you were wearing a potato sack? Yeah, your generic resume is doing the same thing to your job prospects. Create a master resume is the first thing you should do. This has all of your experience, your skills, and that time you won the hot dog eating contest. Yeah, that shows dedication. Now, for each application, cut and paste relevant parts into a new document. It's like playing career Tetris. Mirror the language used in the job description. If they say detail-oriented, you better believe you're suddenly the most detail-oriented person since Sherlock Holmes. Customize your cover letter for every single role. I know this is an incredibly painful thing to do, and unfortunately there are no shortcuts here. Crafting an irresistible resume. Make them swipe right. Your resume is like a dating profile, but instead of trying to get a date, you're trying to get paid. So you have to make it impossible for them to resist you. Use a clean professional format. Comic Sans is not your friend here. Start with a bang. Use a powerful summary statement that makes them want to know more. Think of it as your career's elevator pitch. Highlight achievements, not just job duties. Responsible for filing is boring. Implemented a new filing system that saved the company 10 hours a week. That's sexy. Use action verbs. Led, created, implemented. That sounds way better than was responsible for. That's implied in the role that you had. They want to know what you accomplished. Quantify wherever possible. Numbers are your friends. Increased sales is good. Increased sales by 50% in 6 months is a Tailor your skills section to the job. If the posting mentions Excel skills, guess what suddenly becomes one of your top skills? Proofread like your life depends on it. Then have someone else proofread it. Then proofread it again. Nothing says I don't care about details like a typo in your resume. LinkedIn, not just for humble brags anymore. LinkedIn. The place where everyone's a visionary or everyone's a guru. But jokes aside, it's a powerful tool if it's used correctly. It gets a lot of heat here for overhype, but I'm telling you, you have to use it properly. Get a professional headshot, not your cropped wedding photo. Craft a headline that's more than just your job title. Marketing specialist is boring. Marketing specialist who turns coffee into conversations, now that's intriguing. Write a summary that showcases your personality and your expertise. It's like your professional Tinder bio, but with less swiping and more hiring. Fill out every single section. Volunteer experience, projects, skills, the works. LinkedIn loves a completionist, and so do hiring managers. Start engaging with content. Comment on posts intelligently, please. Share articles, maybe even write some of your own. Become the thought leader you wish to see in the world. Join groups related to your industry. Participate in discussions. It's like networking, but you can do it in your pajamas. Connect with recruiters and employees at your target companies. But remember to personalize your connection request. Just like applying for jobs, communication should not engage in a spray and pray method of communication. Target it. Networking, it's not what you know, it's who you know, but it's also what you know. So look, I know networking, the word alone, is enough to make introverts break out into hives. But here's the secret. It's just making professional friends. And who doesn't like friends? Okay, maybe you don't. But in this case, you need a job, so make a friend. Attend industry events and job fairs. Yes, in person, I know the horror. Bring business cards and a can-do attitude, or at least fake one convincingly. Seriously. Join professional associations in your field. They often have job boards, mentorship programs, and events. Plus, it looks great on your resume. Reach out to alumni from your school. There's nothing like a shared experiences to bond over. Set up informational interviews. It's like regular interviewing, but with less pressure and more coffee. Volunteer for organizations related to your field. It's networking disguised as doing good.
Sneaky, right?
Don't forget about your existing network. You can let select friends, select family know that you're job hunting. Your next opportunity might come from your aunts, neighbors, sisters, cousins, dog walker. Who knows? The art of the follow-up. Persistence without restraining orders. Following up is a delicate dance, and you want to show interest without coming across as desperate. But it's a critical piece to having you stand out with hiring managers. Wait a week after applying before following up. Any sooner and you risk looking like you don't understand how calendars work. Send a polite email expressing your continued interest. Keep it short, keep it sweet, and typo-free. Connect with the hiring manager or recruiter on LinkedIn. But remember, connection requests are not the place for your life story. If you have additional materials that showcase your skills, like a portfolio or work samples, offer to provide them. It's like a bonus round for your application. If you don't hear back after 2 follow-ups, it's probably time to move on. Remember, there are plenty of fish in the sea, or jobs in the job sea. You get the idea. Skill building and side projects. Become interesting, darn it. While you're in job hunting limbo, why not level up some of your skills? It's like grinding for XP in a video game, but for your career. Take online courses. Platforms like Coursera, edX, LinkedIn Learning, they're gold mines. Plus, you can do them in your PJs. Start a blog or YouTube channel related to your industry. Share your knowledge. Become the expert you always claimed you were in your cover letters. That's exactly what I'm doing. I've been working in HR for quite some time now, having transitioned from operational leadership years ago. I enjoy sharing the knowledge I've gained, and honestly, I really like helping people. And volunteer or freelance, it's experience, networking, and good karma all rolled into one. Work on personal projects. Build a portfolio website. Create a mobile app. Write a novel. Show that you're proactive and creative. Learn a new language. It's impressive and gives you something to talk about in interviews besides your undying love for Excel. It also shows that you have a growth mindset. Speaking of mindset, the interview mindset. Fake it till you make it, but be prepared. When you finally land that interview, and you will, be ready to knock their socks off. Research the company like you're writing a biography. Know their history. Know the recent news. Maybe even the CEO's coffee preference. Okay, don't do that. That's weird. Practice common interview questions. Yes, even what's your greatest weakness? Hint, it's not I work too hard. Prepare thoughtful questions for your interviewer. What's your lunch policy is not one of them. What does success look like in this role? It's a good one. Dress appropriately. When in doubt, go one step above what you think is necessary. Unless it's lifeguard, then maybe skip the suit. Follow up with a thank you note after the interview. Conclusion. You've got this. No, really. Remember, job hunting is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a skill. And like any skill, it takes practice. You might not nail it on the first try or the 10th, but keep at it. Refine your approach. Stay persistent. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Your dream job is out there. It's probably wondering where you've been all its life. Now go forth and conquer. And maybe treat yourself to a cookie. Job hunting is hard. Like if you like, sub if you sub, share if you share. I'm Thrive. Bye.